people watching you, they want to be seen. They feel like you the gatekeeper to a lot of stuff that they do, and they put you in this box to where it's like, man, he ain't letting us in. You know what I'm saying? He acting as if he don't hear us, and he know he see what we doing.
Well, that's what I gotta say about the gatekeeper shit. Like I said, I feel like with the internet is enough for everybody to get out there. Like Dolph said, you can take a phone and make yourself hot. They got a lot. If you got talent, that shit gonna shine through. If you could get on there and sing like August Alsina and Jacquees used to get on YouTube in front of their webcam, sing, and that shit'll go viral. And you gotta just be creative and you gotta be good. Ain't nobody can hold you back in the internet era. I don't feel like that's even possible.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Man,
that's crazy.
What's going on with my boy, man, YD the illest man down there? How's he doing?
YD doing good. He was just in LA. I saw him another day. He came over there, eating good and stuff like that. He was out there in LA, still been just working hard, doing everything
dropping
he got to do.
Music?
He been dropping new music and stuff like that, getting on all the big blogs and stuff like that. And him and Rod 49 been locking in or whatever. So I know he been like helping him out with things and stuff like that too. And he's just been doing what he been doing, just trying to stay consistent and just stay out there. So he been doing good. His followers steady going up. Fan base steady going up, streams steady going up, still making money. Diamond shining. Johnny got him right in Texas. He said he pulled up.
How do you? Okay, who else is there? Anybody newer than him that you can think of? Because you know you be in the streets, you be listening, and people be sending people your way of telling you about things.
And like I said, that's like the main person. Like
main person.
It's a lot of people, bro. And I be wanting to say a lot of times, but you know when you say so, you didn't say this person name, you didn't say this person name. And when I was doing that all the time, it's like nobody didn't even really care. If I don't sit there, watch the whole interview just to hear this little part, and then when I don't say a certain person's name, they get mad. I really hate to really drop names because like when you don't say a certain person's name, they feel like you hating, you don't up with this person, or well, you don't see us, or you sleeping on this. I think that's one of the hardest things to do when you want to really do it and be genuine. Because everybody's still gonna always act like you sleeping on this one. Man, you didn't say his name or that name. I ain't gonna lie. Being a blogger, I think that's one thing I hate the most. Because they'll never be appreciating that.
You know, man. Listen, man. People watching you, they want to be seen. They feel like you the gatekeeper to a lot of stuff that they do, and they put you in this box to where it's like, man, he ain't letting us in. You know what I'm saying? He acting as if he don't hear us, and he know he see what we doing.
Well, that's what I gotta say about the gatekeeper shit. Like I said, I feel like with the internet is enough for everybody to get out there. Like Dolph said, you can take a phone and make yourself hot. They got a lot. If you got talent, that shit gonna shine through. If you could get on there and sing like August Alsina and Jacquees used to get on YouTube in front of their webcam, sing, and that shit'll go viral. And you gotta just be creative and you gotta be good. Ain't nobody can hold you back in the internet era. I don't feel like that's even possible. If you really that good, people gonna hear you or whatever. It's gonna catch, it's gonna go viral. If you really that funny and you keep putting out funny videos, it's gonna spread. You cannot hold greatness or whatever and all that. Like this ain't the Apollo days where you had to just be on a certain stage and you couldn't get on American Bandstand or Johnny Carson or Apollo or something like that. You wasn't gonna get heard. You could if your video ain't on BET or the box. Now you got YouTube. Shit be all over. It don't even matter if it's on BET no more. We don't even care. It could be popping on YouTube. So I feel like if you good, the people gonna hear it. But I feel like a lot of times when people be in a position like me that say certain stuff, I think people take it for granted a lot, and people don't understand the type of stuff we go through to even get in the position to even be able to be a voice at anything. You know, so but it's a lot of dope, talented people out there, whatever. There's a lot of people that's doing a lot of great things.
What about producers?
Black and Mild,
yeah, shout out.
Cam Beamer, Cortez, Michael, Slash. I mean, it's a lot of them. Like I said, I can't remember a lot of them. What your boy name is? I'm trying to think.
Manny Fresh.
Well, you know, Manny and them like already solidified. Like Manny, KLC, and all that.
Fresh.
Yeah, Manny, KL, Precise, all them already solidified, and all of those people already solidified.
Man, KL did so much dope music. When I started to research him here lately, I gotta get an interview soon. I gotta call that boy.
You talking about KLC?
Hell yeah, man.
KLC a real genius and stuff like that. Like he really foundation of South. So people like that, they already solidified. They already like in the history books already. They already laid the foundation down for everything that we did and stuff like that. So.
What do you want to see happen for the music and the movement for the culture in New Orleans?
I like where it's going. I like all the artists, you know, like I said, like the with Teaser doing, or with the bouncing and stuff like that. I like what Subtweet Sean doing. I like what JP doing. You know, his style different. I love what Rod 49 doing. I love his interviews. I love how he rocking the scarves. He got his own little swag, so you know it's standing out. I like what Vonnie doing. I like what Subed doing. Reedy, Treaty, all the girls. Dino. It's a lot of them. Vicky Lowe, Heaven. It's a lot of them. They doing. It's so many talented artists that's doing great things and producers and all that. Even the people in Baton Rouge and all that, people in Shreveport, like just all throughout the state, I just feel like there's a lot of good music and a lot of talent down there. And I just love them to just, as long as they just keep it Southern and all that, I feel like it's going to keep resonating, just like how with Memphis doing with Glorilla and even with Sexy Red doing out of St. Louis. I feel like we influence a lot of that stuff like that. So I like where the music going, and I feel like everybody doing their part. I'm just one person, and a lot of times people be feeling like I could just save everybody or whatever. I only could do so much. I still got a 9 to 5. I'm working. I'm still trying to wing myself out of bad situations. I'm still trying to pull myself up out of bootstrap. I think that's what the good thing about the music and all that. I feel like everybody doing their part, and I feel like everybody just making it all make sense and stuff like that. So long as they keep putting their best foot forward, being creative, being disruptive and doing groundbreaking stuff, I feel like, you know, people gonna always, you know, love that kind of stuff. I know I'm hearing that music in the back of my head too, whatever. But I just feel like that's what you know, and like I said, I know I wasn't gonna initially say people's names, but I could not say some names and all that stuff like that, because I do know it mean a lot to people to hear names and all that stuff like that. But I just hope they be paying attention to a lot of other stuff or whatever, because a lot of good information being these interviews, and a lot of time, like I said, people that just watch the whole thing, they just hear, did he say my name? Did he say my name? Like, just people, I don't know, I guess, but certain things make people feel good, because I guess people be wanting to be validated, and I guess it, you know, make them feel like they seen. I don't know. I guess it probably could be that. I get it. But I just be feeling like I hope people appreciate the sacrifices that people make to learn the stuff that I do, because I'm so much more than just a name drop. I really read books. I really study the game. I really love it. You know, that's why, you know, your husband know that with Pimp C and all that, and Tupac, I love that stuff. So it's way deeper than just a name drop and all that shit like that.
You always researching. Everybody should know that about you. That you have you ever done anything or spoke on anything and didn't do your fact check?
No, I don't. If I don't know a lot about something, you're gonna see me be quiet. I'm gonna just listen. I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna see where the conversation go at, and I'm gonna learn when to jump in and say something. But if I'm not really too much knowledgeable on that particular conversation, nah, I'll be quiet over, because I ain't gonna jump in something and be sounding foolish, knowing I don't know a damn thing about what that's going on, and just try to sound smart every time just to be talking. Right. When I talk, my dad always say, be slow to speak and quick to listen. You got 2 ears, you got 1 mouth. So try to, when you do say something, make sense whatever and all that, because people gonna be hanging on every word. So I try to be mindful of that.
When you look at Sean Cotton, man, in the recent situation, he said he was driving the day, and I don't know if you watch Boss Talk when he had said this. He said he was driving the day when they had when around the time they picked up Yella Beezy for murder for hire on the Mo 3 death. He said the police stopped him. He had 9 guns in the car with him in his Lamborghini. And he just was telling me about that. And when you see stuff like that resurface, and being a person who do videos, and people start trying to put you in that for talking to the people you talk to when they going through situations. You've talked to different people. You talked to Kevin Gates after he got out of prison, and you know, just talking to different people, whether it be whoever in the city. And your what's the little youngster name that you always be interviewing and you put on the show? He went back to jail.
You talking about Jay Merck?
Jay Merck, stuff, people like that. Shout out to Jay Merck.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever think about how that affects your channel? Just the way you're being looked at, or the way people see you?
You saying because Sean moved with a lot of guns because he feel like his life could be in danger sometimes?
I don't think so. No, he just had the guns in there. I think the nigga a gun collector. Right. But anyway,
he got the guns too, and I do know he still be, because I didn't see Sean in New Orleans with security and all that to make sure he's safe. Because like I said, some people that like him, he didn't got into arguments with people on live and all that. And I do have some people that might don't like me. It's not a lot or whatever that I know of. I mean, when I'm in the streets of New Orleans, there's always a lot of love, but you still see hecklers and people that just feel entitled. The biggest thing with stuff like that, just protecting yourself and being mindful, especially in the city like I'm from, New Orleans, you just get smoked all the time. It's just like that's just what it is.
Y'all say that, but we've been having some hell of a smoking from Lil Ron and his daughter getting killed. I see that y'all be having the same thing going on all the time.
It'd be a lot of stuff, but I mean that's
I don't
big.
never be hearing
Well,
it.
I mean that's because Ronnie and them big in the rap game too, whatever, and all that stuff like that. And like the Mo3 stuff definitely big. So they be having stuff going on. If you look at New Orleans news all the time and watch NOLA.com, you'll see it all the time. And then, like I said, it ain't nothing to glorify, but this just always been the way it is. I'm glad it's still way better than it probably was in '94 or whatever. But I mean, the city ain't as populated as it was back then either. You know, people live in Houston now, Dallas, people live in Atlanta. A lot of people spread it out. But is the mindset still like that or whatever? New Orleans still got that mindset that's still just like, you know, nigga feel played or feeling entitled to what you got going on. Like dudes that feel like you supposed to post them or you supposed to just put me on, and nigga you sleeping on me. Like nobody don't, but I want you to post them or interview them for free or do whatever. But if you ask them to do a song for free, they ain't gonna want to do it. If you tell them to do a show for free, they gonna want money.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.